Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something real, something we all face but rarely pause to reflect on. The people around us. Some lift us up, some slowly drain our peace, and some teach us who we never want to become. So here are 30 important things I've learned about people, and maybe you'll see someone you know or someone you used to be. Let's begin. 1, some people are vindictive. Vindictive people don't forget, and they often seek subtle or overt revenge for things that may have hurt their ego or pride. They may act friendly on the surface, but deep down they carry a mental list of wrongs and slights. They interpret misunderstandings as attacks and seek payback in ways that can be emotionally damaging. You'll often find them talking behind your back or plotting ways to make you uncomfortable. Avoid engaging in unnecessary arguments with such individuals. They thrive on conflict. Choose to walk away and protect your peace. Instead, let karma handle what you don't need to. 2, some people are gossipers. They live for drama and cannot help but share private details about others, sometimes even inventing things to stay relevant in conversations. If someone is constantly sharing secrets with you, it's highly likely they are sharing yours with others too. Gossipers erode trust in relationships, often without even realizing the depth of their damage. They find joy in stirring up tension and watching it unfold. It may feel tempting to join in, but remember that feeding gossip is toxic. Choose discretion because real maturity is found in silence and loyalty. 3, some people are manipulators. They use charm, guilt, or lies to control situations and people. Manipulators are skilled at twisting your words, making you question your memory, and guilt-tripping you into decisions. You'll notice how you constantly feel like you owe them something. They often play the victim while being the source of chaos. Recognizing manipulation can take time, especially if it comes disguised as love or friendship. Trust your intuition and analyze how you feel after spending time with someone. If you leave feeling drained, confused, or guilty, take a step back and reassess. 4, some people are dishonest. Honesty is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. When someone consistently lies, even about small things, it becomes hard to trust anything they say. Dishonest people hide their intentions, twist facts to suit their narrative, and often avoid accountability. This kind of behavior erodes confidence and emotional security. You find yourself second-guessing conversations and questioning your judgment. The worst part is that dishonesty is contagious. It forces you into a defensive mode. Protect your peace by staying away from chronic liars. It's better to lose a dishonest person than lose your sense of reality. 5, some people are negative. They see the problem in every solution and have a dark cloud over their head, no matter how sunny the day is. Negative individuals complain more than they appreciate, and their energy can be incredibly contagious. Being around them can slowly change your own mindset, making you more cynical and less hopeful. They often shoot down dreams, mock progress, and rarely celebrate others' achievements. You don't need to be unkind to them, but limit your exposure. Your optimism and growth depend on the energy you surround yourself with. 6, some people are envious. Envy is a silent destroyer of relationships. People who are envious might pretend to be happy for your success, but their body language and tone reveal otherwise. They make passive-aggressive remarks or try to outshine you during your moments of joy. Deep down, they struggle with their own sense of self-worth, and instead of dealing with it, they project it onto others. They might downplay your achievements or bring up their own every time you share something good. Stay humble, but also protect your joy. You don't need to dull your shine for anyone else's comfort. 7, some people are judgmental. They create opinions based on limited information and hold on to them as if they are facts. Judgmental people often feel superior, masking their insecurities by criticizing others. Their words can be sharp, dismissive, and invalidating. Instead of trying to understand your choices, they measure them against their narrow standards. Over time, being around them can make you feel unworthy or anxious about expressing yourself. You don't need to justify your life to anyone who's committed to misunderstanding you. Be kind, but draw the line. Your worth isn't up for debate. 8, some people are selfish. Everything revolves around them, their needs, their time, their emotions. Selfish people take more than they give and expect the world to adjust to their priorities. You often notice that your problems are minimized while theirs are exaggerated. They rarely show up unless there's something in it for them. While self-care is important, there's a line between self-love and self-absorption. Learn to set boundaries with those who always take but rarely give back. Your kindness shouldn't become a resource they exploit. 9, some people are users. Users only reach out when they need something from you. They pretend to be close, kind, or interested, but their loyalty disappears the moment you're no longer useful. These people are transactional by nature. Relationships to them are means to an end. You may notice they go silent when you're in need, but become extra sweet when they want a favor. It's hard to see through them at first because they often mask their intentions well. Don't let guilt or hope cloud your judgment. Genuine relationships are mutual. Guard your energy. 10, some people are controlling. Controlling people believe they know what's best for everyone and feel entitled to dictate how others live, behave, or think. This control can come across as concern or love, but it ultimately restricts your freedom. You'll notice they criticize your choices, isolate you from others, or make you doubt your own decisions. It's important to recognize that love doesn't require control. You deserve space to grow and decide for yourself. Don't confuse control with career. Love and power is not limits. 11, some people are pretentious. Pretentious people constantly try to present themselves as more important, more cultured, or more successful than they truly are. Their words and actions are often more about impressing others than being authentic. They can make others feel inferior or uncomfortable with their need to constantly prove something. While ambition is fine, pretension is rooted in insecurity and a lack of self-awareness. Don't get caught in the trap of comparison. Stay grounded in your own truth. Authenticity always outshines pretense. 12, some people are ungrateful. Ungrateful people take kindness and support for granted. No matter what you do, they'll rarely acknowledge your efforts or say thank you. This behavior can drain your emotional energy and make you question your own value. They focus on what's lacking instead of what's present and often expect more without appreciating what's already given. Being generous is noble, but it should never be exploited. Learn to differentiate between those who are truly thankful and those who are entitled. 13, some people are overly competitive. They treat every interaction like a contest, even in areas where cooperation is needed. Overly competitive people measure their worth by how much better they are than others, not by their personal growth. They often downplay your achievements or try to one-up your stories with their own. This creates an unhealthy dynamic where instead of celebrating each other, you're locked in silent battles. These individuals often confuse competition with ambition and struggle with being happy for others. If you're constantly feeling like you're in a race, step back. Choose environments that celebrate collective wins, not constant rivalry. 14, some people are emotionally unavailable. No matter how close you try to get, there's always a wall you can't break through. Emotionally unavailable individuals avoid deep conversations, vulnerability, and real intimacy. They might give mixed signals, showing interest one moment and pulling away the next. This leaves you confused, constantly questioning where you stand. It's not your job to fix them or wait endlessly for them to open up. People who care will make an effort to connect emotionally, not run from it. Don't settle for half-hearted presence. 15, some people are chronic victims. They always find a way to be the victim in every story, refusing to take responsibility for their actions. Chronic victims drain your energy by constantly blaming others and expecting sympathy without effort toward change. They often retell their struggles to gain attention or manipulate support. This mindset prevents growth for them and for those around them. Being empathetic is important, but don't get caught in their cycle of self-pity. Encourage healing, but prioritize your own mental peace too. 16, some people are opportunistic. Opportunistic individuals see people as stepping stones. They're quick to praise when they need you and quicker to disappear once they've benefited. These people often network with hidden agendas and change their behavior based on who's watching. You might feel used after every interaction. Their loyalty is tied to your usefulness. Stay alert and evaluate intentions through consistency, not flattery. Value people who see you beyond what you offer. 17, some people are passive aggressive. They don't express their anger directly, but through sarcasm, backhanded compliments, and silent treatment. Passive aggressive behavior is emotionally confusing because it hides hostility under politeness. It's their way of expressing resentment without taking accountability. You may feel uneasy around them, always wondering what they truly mean. Over time, this kind of behavior can undermine trust and respect in any relationship. Clear and respectful communication is always better than disguised bitterness. 18. Some people are energy vampires. They leave you feeling emotionally drained after every conversation. Energy vampires are constantly negative, overly dramatic, or needy. They offload their problems onto you without listening in return. It's not that they need help, it's that they thrive on attention and sympathy. Even your good moods feel dimmed after talking to them. Protect your emotional boundaries. You're not responsible for saving everyone, especially at the cost of your own well-being. 19. Some people are inconsistent. One day they're your biggest supporters. The next, they're nowhere to be found. Inconsistent will leave you guessing about where you stand. Their words rarely match their actions, and they often disappoint at critical moments. You can't build trust on shaky ground. Relationships, whether personal or professional, need reliability to thrive. Don't chase people who can't show up consistently. Your peace matters more than unpredictable presence. 20. Some people are arrogant. Arrogant individuals believe they are superior and rarely listen to others' opinions. They confuse confidence with entitlement and often belittle others to maintain their inflated self-image. While they may be skilled or intelligent, their inability to value others creates division. You'll find it hard to have a two-way conversation with them. They dominate discussions and dismiss feedback. Don't waste time proving your worth to someone who's blinded by their ego. Respect flows both ways. 21. Some people are fake well-wishers. They wear a smile but secretly root for your failure. Fake well-wishers are hard to spot because they say all the right things in public, but their actions and energy never match. They might give you advice that subtly discourages you, or show up in your life only when they want to know your next move, not to support it, but to monitor it. They celebrate your setbacks more than your victories. You'll often sense their presence is performative rather than heartfelt. Protect your dreams from people who clap with a closed heart. 22. Some people thrive on chaos. Chaos feels like home to them, so they create drama even in peaceful situations. They stir conflict, misinterpret words, and jump from crisis to crisis. These individuals are uncomfortable with stability. It threatens their sense of control or significance. You'll often find yourself drained by the emotional roller coasters they create. Recognize the pattern and refuse to participate in their storms. Calm is a superpower. Don't let anyone drag you into noise that isn't yours. 23. Some people are jealous, not supportive. They watch your progress in silence and only speak up when they want to minimize your accomplishments. Jealousy differs from envy, while envy desires what you have. Jealousy fears you might surpass them. These people will subtly compete with you or throw shade under the guise of jokes. Instead of being inspired, they feel threatened. Surround yourself with people who cheer loudly when you win and encourage you when you lose. Life's too short for silent rivals. 24. Some people are emotionally draining. They constantly rely on others to stabilize their mood, dumping their frustrations without seeking solutions. These people are not inherently bad, but they lack emotional boundaries. Every conversation becomes about their pain, their issues, and their world. You leave these interactions feeling tired and unheard. While it's good to support others, not at the cost of your own emotional health, empathy needs balance. Set limits or you'll lose yourself in their chaos. 25. Some people are habitual blamers. Nothing is ever their fault. They always point fingers. Habitual blamers avoid accountability like the plague. They shift guilt, twist stories, and leave you second-guessing what actually happened. This constant denial stunts growth for them and those around them. You can't solve problems with someone who doesn't believe they're part of the problem. If you're always apologizing and they never are, Take that as a red flag. True maturity is shown through responsibility. 26. Some people always play the hero. They do things just to be praised, not to help. These individuals offer assistance loudly and publicly, but expect admiration in return. When they don't get recognition, they sulk or withdraw their support. The need to be the savior feeds their ego. True kindness is quiet. It doesn't seek attention. Pay attention to how people treat you when no one is watching. The loudest helpers aren't always the sincerest. 27. Some people are emotionally immature. They react with anger, withdrawal, or silent treatment instead of mature communication. Emotionally immature people struggle with conflict resolution and take things personally, even when it's not about them. You notice they avoid difficult conversations, exaggerate issues, or make everything about themselves. Relationships with them often feel unstable and frustrating. While growth is possible, it can't happen unless they choose it. You're not their emotional babysitter. 28. Some people are copycats. Instead of being inspired by you, they try to become you. Copycats mimic your style, your ideas, your words often without giving credit. They may flatter you to gain your trust, then slowly start adopting your identity. While imitation is said to be the sincerest form of flattery, it can feel invasive and unsettling when done without boundaries or authenticity. Celebrate originality and protect your creativity. You're not meant to be duplicated. 29. Some people pretend to listen. They nod and smile, but their mind is elsewhere. Pretend listeners often respond with vague or rehearsed answers because they're not truly engaged. They might be waiting for their turn to speak or checking their phone mid-conversation. Over time, this creates emotional distance. You feel unheard and unimportant. Meaningful connections require presence. Don't waste your words on ears that don't value them. 30. Some people are seasonal. They come into your life for a short period, not to stay, but to teach. These people often leave when their purpose is served, and it's painful to accept their absence, but not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people teach you strength, others teach you boundaries, and a few teach you what love or betrayal really means. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, it means growing. Be grateful for the lesson, not bitter about the loss. Remember, it's important to recognize the types of people around you and understand that not every person will contribute positively to your growth or well-being. While you can't always control others, you can control how you react and protect yourself from negative energy. Trust your instincts, stay true to your values, and create healthy boundaries. Don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. They don't define your worth or future. You deserve to be surrounded by those who uplift, encourage, and support you. Keep your peace intact. God bless us.